just flying our way to dinner here.
Hold on to your straw hats. We are about to enter the heart of the Caribbean.
Was that it? Was that the height of the Caribbean? Good evening, everyone. You've been following along chronologically with the story of our vlog so far. We just got back from Epcot. Well, technically not just, it was like an hour ago. Changed our clothes because we had a dinner reservation. We are on our way now to that reservation, and I'm having to walk and talk because we're actually a couple minutes behind schedule, and we're almost just barely going to be late for the reservation.
We're not going to be as early as we need.
Well, it's 8 minutes till, so we got a little bit of a walk. But we'll make it. We are presently at our home resort, which is Disney's Riviera Resort. And we call it our home resort because it's actually a Disney Vacation Club resort, and it's the one that we bought into when we joined earlier this year. I know, it was a weird year to join DVC.
It was
probably
literally like 2 weeks before
everything spun out of control literally a couple weeks after,
Yeah,
so
it was our last vacation. Yeah.
But in the time between booking DVC and when everything blew up, we did get a chance to visit the Riviera, and as home resort members, they did let us explore the restaurant where we're now going to dine. We didn't eat there the last time we were here,
No.
but we did get to take a look around, and we know that it's going to blow our minds because just the ambiance, the smells, everything that was going on in there. I can't bring myself to believe that the pandemic would lessen the impact of this meal we're about to have.
Yeah.
The restaurant is Topolino's Terrace. It is a rooftop bar and restaurant that was built atop the Riviera. It has, on a normal night, a great view of fireworks from Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Of course, tonight that is not happening, but we're still really looking forward. This is kind of a belated anniversary dinner for us because we didn't get to celebrate the way we wanted to in July. So, really looking forward to this. Been trying to get a reservation here for the last year, really, because we booked several trips to Disney that didn't happen, and every single time that we canceled one of those trips, we were also canceling a reservation at Topolino's. So, excited to finally sink our teeth into the actual food of our home resort. Yeah, the Riviera has a very distinct scent that we know very well because we have been here before. We came to explore, as I said, when we first bought into DVC. And actually the next time we come to Walt Disney World, which fingers crossed should be early in 2021, this is where we'll be staying. Could not get a reservation here for this particular trip because it was so last minute, but the upcoming trips, we have this to look forward to. It's good to be home. Found another hidden Mickey! The other nice thing about Topolino's is that it's the only thing on its floor. So all you have to do if you don't know where you're going is jump into the nearest elevator and press the number highest on the roster. We are all checked in. They just educated us on the mobile check-in process, where apparently you can check in from 400 meters or roughly 10 minutes before your time.
Up to 30 minutes.
Oh, I thought he said 10.
Yeah.
I might have confused distance and time. Either way, as your reservation gets closer or you get physically closer to your restaurant, you can actually check in on the mobile app MDE. We didn't know that, so we did it in person.
If you are running a few minutes late.
Yes, we could have averted the hustle.
But we're learning still. So apparently this is something that has been going on in the resort restaurants, but they just rolled it out in the parks too. So we'll see if we can give it a try for our next res on Monday.
Yeah. So in the meantime, they said we were welcome to come out to the actual terrace of Topolino's Terrace, which is this rooftop area here. And we could pretty much just chill until they give us a text to let us know that our table is ready. They also said we were welcome to visit the bar in the main restaurant area. But we decided that we just wanted to come out and peep the goings-on of the world.
Get something to drink with dinner, but I think I don't want to go overboard tonight.
I don't know how well it's turning out in the camera because the camera has such a microscopic screen I can never tell, but way over there you can see Tower of Terror is lit up.
Orangey.
And then somewhere over there
Swan and Dolphin.
is, well, the Swan and Dolphin and also Spaceship Earth and Epcot. I don't think you can actually see any of the Epcot structures from the rooftop, but you would be able to see the fireworks from Epcot. Eventually fireworks will return. We're really looking forward to that day. Until then, this is just, I guess, a boring old regular rooftop terrace that has amazing views of nothing in particular. Received the text that our table is ready. You may head back to concierge, and we shall be seated shortly. Quickly before the server arrives, I just want to show you guys that they're not currently doing standard issue everyone handles type menus. They're issuing you this sheet of paper that you can scan with a QR code, as I am about to do. And that will actually show you what the menu options are on your phone. That way you're not handling quite as much and the risk is much lower for especially indoor dining. Also, it saves paper. Even the limited menu here is quite expansive, but fair warning, nothing on the menu is cheap. This was always going to be our big blowout meal since we are celebrating an anniversary, so we can't do this multiple nights in a row. Few people can. But if you can afford it, it's a real treat. I'm really looking forward to several things that I've heard about and many things that just look super good on the menu. So we just had a delightful encounter with the world's most patient server. I knew how to pronounce absolutely nothing, and Katie had several questions stemming from apparent dehydration. And the conversation was long but not unpleasant.
Yeah.
He had.
I hope we weren't keeping him from other people.
No.
He was here for a while. But
Thank you. Major shout out to Esteban for guiding us through our entire order. We had a plan and he made lots of recommendations on how we could execute it.
apparently we actually were picking some good things, so
Yeah.
it's good.
We knew more than we thought we did, but we didn't know much. So it was a low bar.
How's your Topolino's experience thus far?
Well, first of all, this is the best water I've ever had in my life. I'm not sure if it's because I'm severely dehydrated or because it's actually just really good, crystal clear, quenching water.
Yeah,
But
I'm not the biggest fan of Dasani water. For whatever reason, it tastes
This
a
is
little.
Dasani water?
No.
No.
I'm saying what we get in the parks all day is Dasani.
Yes. I'm
So-
not picky when it comes to bottled water,
No.
but I can taste the difference between tap and
Whatever this is
not that.
It is good water, and it is saving our lives right now.
I decided to be utterly uncultured and order myself a Coke Zero, which is my normal canned beverage when I'm at home, because I wanted to feel more at home. Katie ordered a much more classy drink, which
Well,
was a glass of wine.
a mystery wine. I mean, there's only like
Yes,
6 on
he
the
picked it
menu.
for her.
He picked it for me. I don't know what it is, but Esteban said it's what he always gets when he gets the lamb shank. So I'm sure it'll be great, and I'm looking forward to it.
We had, again, a somewhat limited menu tonight because of the pandemic. Is between limiting supplies and limiting staffers to cook those supplies, you have to pick and choose, and they pick very carefully what menu items they were going
But-
to have for dinner.
I know that the gnocchi and the lamb shank was what I shortlisted back when we knew what the full menu was, so I am not disappointed.
Yeah. It is a classier restaurant. It is not one that you can plan on dining in every night. It's not one that you can probably plan on getting into last minute because we've had to make reservations in advance pretty consistently. Many of which we've had to cancel because we haven't come to Disney World at all this year until now. But it is a very nice restaurant and everything is mouth-watering as far as I could tell from the menu.
Yeah.
I have no doubt I'm going to be floored by what I'm about to consume. So this is our... You say it because I'm going to mess it up.
Duck confit gnocchi. Duck confit gnocchi, I think.
Okay. Duck confit gnocchi. Gnocchi, he said.
Gnocchi.
Yeah, you have to-
You kind of like blend the G into the end, but it's not gnocchi.
It looks divine. It's a smaller portion. You can see if I pull out a little bit relative to
the size of
But he did
utensils.
tell us that that's how big.
Yes, we were warned that it was a smaller portion. That's actually what we wanted because we knew we wanted dessert since we're kind of having a blowout meal here.
It's more. This meal is less about getting full
And more about courses.
Yeah, tasting things, enjoying the atmosphere. So we've been eating around the world all day. We're not starving, but we're definitely ready for some more food.
Yeah. The bread that was brought for us was also divine.
It's just a good crusty sourdough.
The olive oil that he poured for us, there's a backstory to it. I don't remember much of it except for that it involves a French actor. Jean Reno, yeah.
Who I definitely recognize. He's got these tiny little glasses.
Has his own vineyard.
But has his own olive oil brand, and it does taste like olives. It's really good. If you're a fan of olives and good olive oil.
If you're not a fan of olives and you dip in moderation, it's also really good, because I am not a fan of olives, but I am enjoying, and I don't know whether it's the fact that the bread is a little bit buttery or because the olive oil itself is not over-olived, but it's good. Everything has been good so far. I'm about to try this duck.
We're about to go in for the duck. Sorry, I'm struggling. It's so good. I really like duck. I don't get it a lot because it's not on every single menu item, but I tend to get it when I see it because it is so good.
Yeah, I missed her initial reaction, the first bite.
Well,
I thought she was actually going to pass out.
I got like the tiniest little bit of duck and then gnocchi potato. Gnocchi is just like a big ball of potato. It's basically like a big ball of pasta. And it just absorbed all of this really good sauce. There's little pine nuts on here. It's just really good. I just want to cry. It's so good.
So obviously that was demolished. Tim's going in for the last bite.
Last bite.
I want to live in that sauce. Okay, so you know I loved it.
That was actually my best bite.
That was your best bite? Enough sauce on there?
That was the most combination of all the different ingredients. Wow. I'm not as rabid a duck lover as Katie. I don't dislike it. I actually quite like it, but that was really good.
That was a good way to eat duck.
So this wine was handpicked for us by Esteban based on Katie's wine preferences as described to him.
And also based on that, I'm going to eat the lamb shank.
Yes. And apparently it is off menu.
Well, I didn't
is-
see it on the list of the short wine, so hopefully it's not like $45 a glass. We'll find out, I guess.
It may just be tucked away in the wine list that's not displayed on the primary menu.
I think the full wine list probably has it, but I only saw like 5 glasses on there. So
But it is Jean-Luc Colombo.
it is from France.
It is from France. It's like Jean-Luc Picard, except different. It doesn't boldly go where no wine has gone before.
We're very cultured.
I am the worst. I should not be in here. Well, that happened.
So the appetizer was this big, but my plate is bigger than my face.
And the dinner caught you off guard.
I'm having trouble picking it up because it's just falling apart. Oh my god. There's like these carrots, I don't even know what this is.
But it's good.
Cheesy potato stuff. Oh, I think it's like grits. Oh my god.
What is this?
That's an artichoke heart.
Oh.
Ooh, I can tell that salmon's gonna be good because the knife just seeped into it.
Like butter.
All right. Tim's first bite, if he can get it. He really doesn't belong here, guys. I'm sorry. Ooh. He has transcended. Good.
That's really good salmon.
Good salmon.
Guys, we are out of momentum.
It's so good, but my stomach is so...
not.
There is no room for dessert. There is no more room in the inn.
I really, really want a dessert.
Every single bite of this was fantastic.
I really thought.
And there's just no more room for it.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess I wasn't expecting 2 gigantic lamb shanks.
Well, not after the scale of the appetizer.
Yeah.
So. Well, we got a little last-minute surprise. Some champagne and a little treat in celebration of our anniversary.
It's like
It says
a-
congratulations on a piece of chocolate.
There's a Madeleine, which is a French cakey cookie. They're really good. I haven't had the Topolino's Madeleine before, but I assume it's good. And this is supposed to be like a fudgy brownie. We'll see how much we can consume of this, but it was very sweet.
I think they definitely would have done this for the dessert that we had intended to order, but
Yeah.
instead they gave us something a little bit smaller.
Nice to have a little.
Yes. Cheers.
Thank you to Esteban and the rest of the Topolino staff for a lovely evening that was overwhelmingly tasty. Literally, I am overwhelmed.
I'm pretty sure my dress is tighter than it was.
We actually literally closed the place down. We were the last table to be seated and the last table to leave.
But,
They weren't rushing us out or anything.
no, I mean, they seated us.
It's 11 o'clock right now,
Yeah.
so we've been
in there about 2 hours.
we're 2 hours past their closing time. It was an amazing meal.
It was actually really nice to be in there after a lot of people had left. Like, it gets quieter, you can hear the music more, becomes more intimate. I mean,
I actually didn't notice until late in the meal that it's Disney, like classical Disney music playing and indistinguishable from like
This is more elegant.
French, Italian, elegant music. The one shortcoming of our plan for the evening is that being one of the latest reservations that Topolino's accepted at 9 p.m. or 8:50 p.m., the Skyliner is closed after we were done eating.
Yeah, it closed at 10:30,
Skyliner closed at 10:30, it's almost 11.
which we
We knew.
figured would happen.
We
so.
knew going in that we'd be able to take it here and wouldn't be able to take it back. Mind the Skyliner schedule if you are coming to Topolino's Terrace. It's the main source of transportation, or mode of transportation, method of transportation, between the resorts adjacent to the Riviera. But that being said, we're close. We knew we were going to have to walk it after dinner. We actually probably need the exercise after the meal we've eaten. It was truly one of the best meals we've ever had on Disney property. 10 out of 10 would do again. So as we enjoy our brisk walk back to the Caribbean Beach Resort where we are stationed, we will bid you all adieu. I know this has been probably the weirdest restaurant review you've ever seen on YouTube, but hope you enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed
Eating it.
trying to figure out how to eat like cultured human beings. And we will see you all tomorrow for a new adventure in the parks. Although for you it won't be tomorrow, for you it will be probably some undetermined number of weeks in the future.